Hey, Tiffany, how are you doing this afternoon?
Great. How are you?
Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story with us. You have an amazing story to share with us, and I cannot wait to hear every ounce of it. What are you willing to share with our audience? Where were you when we first met about 8 weeks ago?
Well, around 8 weeks ago, I was like, I'm sure a lot of women out there, kind of feeling bad about myself, feeling like there was no hope, that those last, 15 pounds or 20 pounds or 50 pounds, whatever it is, wasn't coming off, that I had tried everything, which reality now looking back, I tried nothing. You know, let's be honest.
Like, let's be honest about it.
Like it was kind of like I only went in like 40% maybe, because I always had the stigma that, oh, I had a gastric bypass. So even if I eat a little bit of a chocolate bar or a little bit of chips, it's okay because I'm only eating a little bit. But, I don't know. I saw your posts online. We were friends on Facebook and I saw it coming up in all my groups. And I'm like, no. So from program number 3 or 2 or 3, I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. But I kept chickening out because I was like, Sherry's intimidating. I don't know if I want to.
No.
No, because you're so passionate and I admire how you are. And I'm like, I want to be like that. But I was scared. And then finally, I don't know what it was. I said, nope, it's done. I'm going to do it. And here we are.
Amazing. Oh, I'm so happy that you did. I had no idea it was intimidating.
Not intimidating in a negative way, just your self-confidence and the way you're just like, do it. It's amazing. And when I watched your video, I made my husband watch it with me. And he's like, wow, she's pretty intense. Like, I think you scared him off. Like, he's like, it's okay. You could do it. You totally intimidated him. But I need that. I need female empowerment because I raised my daughter to be, you need to be a strong woman. No matter what, you need to be a strong woman. It's tough out there. And she is seen getting mentally strong. You need to be physically strong as well. And, this really helped me.
What did your husband think now that you've gone through the 6 weeks?
He was he's super, like, it's intense. And he asked me, I said, oh, I have an interview with Sherry today. And he's like, oh, okay. He left the house. Like, he's gone. But it's just hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
He's a docile person. I'm the strong character. He's very docile and timid, and he just took off.
That's funny. So how did you get him on board from the financial point of view? Like, did you have to, like, how did he deal with that?
He honestly, for us, like, it wasn't, he knows I will invest what I need to invest in my health because I know I am the core of this family. If something happens to me, they're all screwed. I'm the one who does everything, and my poor husband, he'll be knocking on my mother's door, right? So I mean, essentially, for myself, like, yeah, of course, like when you hear 6 weeks free, you're like, oh my God, that's amazing and whatever. But it's exactly how you said, it's an investment in yourself.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that part of the challenge.
That's
But
right.
that's okay because it's like you said, I felt less stressed about it.
Yeah. And I just want to clarify for our peeps watching that we do offer the opportunity for you to go for free in our program. But every now and again, we're going to meet somebody like Tiffany who it's just not safe for them to go with the mentality of trying to go for free. So when you go for free, you have certain goals and things that you need to attain. So what we wanted to do with Tiffany was create goals that were not focused on necessarily weight loss or how many inches lost. We wanted to go more on personal strength and focusing on the education and just helping you go through this journey by just transforming your lives. Can you explain what were the medical conditions that kind of, exempted you from the free challenge part of it?
Well, because I had a gastric bypass 5 years ago, and because of the gastric bypass, I'm unable to absorb iron like a normal person. Iron is absorbed at the top of your stomach, but I don't have that much of a top of your stomach. I basically can eat a half cup of food every meal. So what was happening is that my body, they're still looking into, I'm still going to see a hematologist to see what exactly is the specific reason why I really am not absorbing anything. I'm on Fairmax, I'm on iron supplements, but it's still not working. So right now it's kind of an investigation. So it's partly because of the gastric bypass, which is very common. So any ladies out there that have had a bypass, you may run into these issues. I know about 80% of the people that I know within my gastric bypass groups and friends, they've gone through the same situation, not to the degree that I have, but quite similar. And also there might be a blood disorder within my family. So that's something else we're looking into.
So I know that you first of all, I think you're going to say how you benefit from the program as a result of being here, but I do know that you had challenges along the way throughout the 6 weeks. Can you share some of that with us?
Okay, so because of iron deficiencies, it promotes a lot of exhaustion. You're tired all the time. It's not at all mental tiredness, because this program made me the most mentally aware I've ever been. And this is someone I've been on antidepressants for 5 years, on and off, because like everybody else, I think I'm better, and then, slippery slope. But for the first time in 5 years, the mental fog is gone. And I really feel that I would be in worse shape if I did not take this challenge with you, Sherry, because of this challenge, I was able to identify certain things, like for instance, the iron issue, how much I felt tired. I had been sabotaging myself in the sense of eating the wrong things to not feel tired, drinking the coffees, drinking eating the sugar. When with the gastric bypass, you go through a syndrome called dumping. So it sounds gross, but that's not what happens. Is that your sugar, it goes straight up and then drops dramatically.
Wow.
And when you have that, you go through sweats and dizziness. And with this program, I never had any, and not that I went through that a lot because I'm very careful, but I felt good in that sense.
Yeah.
But I was exhausted and I had a hard time. I could not follow the exercise regimes that you had. It was very difficult and frustrating for me, but I was determined that I was going to do something either way. So I would do my walks. I would try to do my 5 kilometers a day. I had my Fitbit. I was more where before I was inclined to sleep all the time. I have my children. I have 3 kids. And I'd be like, nope, we're going walking. So I live in a very beautiful city by the lake, so I can go for scenic walks. And even though I wasn't running or exerting myself, this program makes you feel comfortable. The coaches, Jen was awesome. You were awesome. You guys followed me every step of the way through every I had been in the doctor's office 3 or 4 times. You guys knew everything. You made suggestions. It was amazing.
And we were happy to pair Jen with you because she is a nurse. So that really helped, I think, as well. Just also having that confidence, knowing that you were being followed by a medical professional at the same time. Yeah. How would you rate your health now in comparison to 8 weeks ago? Like if you had to kind of do a checklist of how you are feeling today versus then, what would you say?
Honestly, I would give myself a 10. Not because, look, I'm not a size 6, I'm not a bikini wearer, I'll never be a bikini wearer, and that's cool with me, but I feel mental health, for me, I'd rather be mentally sane and confident and know what's going on and be conscious of my surroundings and, decisions I make in my life than wear a bikini, you know what I mean? And it's losing weight. I lost 16.4 pounds and 14.6 inches. And again, that was just a side effect. Like you've always said, it's a side effect of me just changing who I am. And like I said to Jen, the day after, we stopped the challenge, I was on 3-day juices before, the last 3 days. I decided to do that for myself. And I know that you and Jen had suggested, and like I said, you guys you're loving people, you're trying to follow, make sure we're good. And, it maybe wasn't safe, but I said, I'm going to try. And if it doesn't work out, I will continue, eating. And I did it and I was successful with it. But I said to Jen, I'm going to go out and I want to eat a piece of toast. I really wanted a piece of toast. Like, bread has always been my thing, So we went for breakfast and I'm there. I'm going to order, maybe forget the toast. I'm going to order a crepe with fruits and the custard. I got an egg white, a piece of bacon. I took a bite of toast and gave it to my son. And here we are, black coffee. Haven't touched cream and sugar. I still drink my greens in the morning. It's a habit. I formed a habit, and this is what I do. Yes, I have to admit, I miss, because I'm unable to continue at this moment with your program, which so many regrets, so sad. I will come back, but I need to take care of my health first so that I can do your program at 120%.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll get a few of those answers, right? We need to figure out running a few more tests and just try and get some answers, right? And that way we'll know how to also tweak your diet a little bit more and then feel confident in knowing physically what you can and can't do. So I think it's a very smart and wise move. Just get a little bit more insight as to some of those mysterious things that are still popping up. And you have the foundation of the education, right? So just keep practicing everything we taught you over those 6 weeks. Rinse and repeat for like 6 months or so, and then super excited to have you back.
Yes, definitely.
So if you saw your friend on the street and you had 30 seconds to give her this rundown of why she should join the program, or all your gals in the gastric bypass group, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that if they want to change their lives and they want to be accountable for their health and to finally put themselves number one, because for us to be number one with other people, we need to be number one with ourselves. They need to do your program, but be prepared to sweat. There's going to be literally blood, sweat, and tears, but it's completely worth it. And the most satisfying program, like I feel accomplished. I've never felt so accomplished. And I've had 3 kids and I've done well in my career. I've done well in my education, but I feel accomplished because this is something I did for me and only me. And honestly, it's a program any woman can do. I mean, I see there's people in our group, 58 years old, 48 years old, and they're doing stuff. And I felt so like, oh my God, I can't do this. But that's because of my own personal stuff. But you know what? It still pushes you. And everybody pushes each other and they support each other. And this is, to me, I've done it all. I've done the Weight Watchers, I've done the Atkins, I've done it all. I even had a gastric bypass operation. And your program's the one that pushed me to that next level. So I'm telling you, I honestly, if I had met you 5 years ago, I would have done your program as opposed to put myself through my surgery.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Oh, Tiffany, you're a ball of sunshine.
Thank you.
Yes, I love your energy. You look beautiful. I thank you so, so much for coming on board with us today and sharing your story. Oh, I'm so happy to have had you.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for just being a great friend and mentor. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. And I want to make sure that we see you back here in just a couple of months. So keep in touch, okay?
Okay, I will. Take care.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.